guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do a little story time. This is my first story time. We're gonna see how this goes. And this story time is going to be about the first time that I got played.
No!
Okay, so we're just gonna start this story time. As females, you know, males too, let me just say, as human beings, you know, there's gonna be a point in life we all get, you know, played, hoodwinked, bamboozled. We think the person is somebody they not. Like, if you ever been through that, like, obviously you can relate to this story. Like, we've all had that point where we thought it was somebody who was somebody,
but it really wasn't somebody, and they
just fucked up. So this is my story, and today for our story time we'll be sipping wine out of my beautiful red Solo cup. Yes. So we're keeping it classy tonight, and let's just get into the story time, shall we? This happened, so when I was maybe like, I want to say 15. You know, 15 is like, you know, are you a freshman or you're a sophomore? Something like that. Freshman, sophomore, one of the two. You're just starting high school, you feeling yourself. You think I'm that female, you know what I mean? And you really think that you know a lot and you really don't know anything. So I'm just telling you, all the 15-year-olds out there, if you think you know, you have no idea. I'm 23, I'm still trying to figure out life. But that's neither here nor there. You know, I met this guy. I had seen him around my school before. He was like maybe like a senior at the time. So of course, you know, if you're sophomore, freshman, senior to you is like Chris Brown. Senior to you is like that nigga, like that person that you want to be with, like, oh my gosh, he's so grown. Not knowing that he's not really grown, sis. He's a little boy, but neither here nor there. In my 15-year-old mind, I'm thinking I know life and I know what's gonna happen and all that jazz. So, you know, I always kind of like looked at him, and if you know me in high school, like, I was shy. I did not go up to dudes. I still don't go up to dudes. Like, I did not interact. I just stayed to my friends, my little group of friends, and that's who I was comfortable around, whatever. So fast forward, you know, I'm looking at him in the cafeteria. He's not really paying me no mind. You know, a few months go by, he doesn't pay me no mind. You know, I'm thinking like, okay, this is just a crush from the sidelines. So when I was freshman, MySpace, oh my god, Facebook was just starting to like really get popping. It had already been popping, but it was like at that level. So of course I have a Facebook. You know, I get a message from, actually no, he sent me a friend request first, and I'm excited like, oh, he sent me a friend request, but I'm playing it cool, not tripping, whatever. So he sent me a friend request, and you know, he doesn't really say anything too much, and then he ends up saying something to me. So let's call this guy, so I don't have to keep referring to him as him. Let's make up a name. So I'm gonna call him, why can't I, like, I'm really thinking of his real name to call him. I don't know. Let's call him Josh. So Josh, right? So Josh hits me up. I'm excited, like, oh my God. So he's like, hey. I'm like, hey. He's like, what you doing? Nothing. I'm freaking out. Like this, now mind you, these are little like one word conversations, but to me it's like something so big. Like I'm putting so much energy into it, right? So Josh happened to live where I was living at the time. At the time I was living with my grandmother, and Josh's aunt had lived around the corner from my grandmother. And I wasn't allowed to, like, this was before I didn't drive. Like my parents were super strict. Like I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, whatever. So Josh had, invited me over one day, or invited me. Now there was a school in the middle of, like, it was like a meeting ground. So like, let's say my grandma lived right here, Josh's aunt lived right here, and the school was right here in the middle. So we agreed to meet at the school. I think I lied. I told them I don't know what I said. I was going jogging or something. Some bullshit that they probably knew was bullshit because I don't exercise like that, but whatever. Or didn't exercise like that, whatever. So I went to the school, met up with Josh. I remember being mad nervous. We didn't really say anything to each other because I was just mad nervous. I didn't know what to say. I was scared. Like, I remember trying on like 20 different outfits before I even went there because, like, I don't know, like, I just wanted to look good. Boom. So we started talking, and Josh started liking me, and long story short, he ended up being my boyfriend. Now mind you, it literally went from 0 to 100 real quick, but I'm gonna get into that. So we, it wasn't really a real boyfriend because we didn't go on dates. We just like talked on phone, and like it was like legit puppy love type of situation. Boo. Like now that I think about it, it's funny because you really, as a 15-year-old, you really put a lot into something that's really not that big of a deal. It's crazy. But anyway, so I'm head over heels. I'm thinking like, oh my God, this is really my boyfriend. We say I love you to each other. I know. Crazy, right? Talking about I love you. Mind you, we had been dating for a week. Crazy. I'm telling you, 15 fit to that puppy love make you feel something that's not really there. Another thing about Josh that I didn't know was Josh still had an ex-girlfriend who is psycho, right? He neglected to mention that. So let's say Josh's ex-girlfriend's name is Amanda, right? So Amanda is instigating because she sees that me and Josh are together. So she's on Facebook like, oh, y'all together, like just talking junk, real rah-rah type stuff. But I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, Josh is mine. Like, me and Josh are in a relationship. Duh. Or so I thought. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, whatever. We're talking smack back and forth, because I'm confident in Josh. My trust is in Josh. Josh would never do me like that, right? So finally she says, well, if Josh is yours, then why was we just on FaceTime? So I'm like, what? Y'all was on FaceTime? Now, mind you, this was when, what was that? Uvu was like the shit. Uvu, Skype, that's when that was popping. So I'm like, what? Like, what? So I'm calling Josh, he's not picking up. Calling Josh, he's not picking up. Calling Josh, he's not picking up. So now I'm getting nervous because I'm like, okay, Josh always picks up. For this week that we've been together, he's always picked up. She's telling me something, and now he's not picking up. Something smells fishy, right? Cool. So, of course, Josh writes on the page. So I'm like, so I'm messaging Josh at this point. He's not answering. I'm messaging him. I'm like, were you FaceTiming Amanda? Like, what's going on? And he was like, yeah, I did FaceTime her, etc., etc. So I'm still naive me, being like, okay, like, you FaceTimed her, but that doesn't really mean anything. Sus. Oh. So he's just like, well, now mind you, she's coming at my neck at this point. She's like posting pictures that, like, it's like this ugly, like, man looking lady, and she's trying to say it looks like me, like, just mad disrespectful, right? So we're going back and forth, just being disrespectful online. Now, mind you, if you know me, I don't have drama. Drama and Tiana don't go in the same sentence as each other unless there's a guy involved. Every time, if I have had drama in my life, it always involves a guy. But that's another story time for another time. This time, it was Josh. So Josh is like not talking to me, not reciprocating my conversation, not nothing, just ignoring me and catering to Amanda. So Amanda's like basically like, see, I knew that was still my nigga about. So now I'm hurt. If you've ever been in a teenage relationship, which, come on, 90% of the population has, that heartbreak feels like it's the end of the fucking world. So I'm hurt. Like, my feelings is hurt. I can't breathe. You ever get that feeling? Your chest tightens up. It feels like your heart done sunk to the bottom of your feet. It's just all bad, all bad, all bad. So of course, me, I'm like, all right, cool. Josh, I'm good with you. Don't ever talk to me again. Block, delete. Amanda, you can have Josh. Not tripping. She's blocked. That was the most like craziest time. I really felt like my heart was broken in a million pieces. I'll never be the same. Girl, like, moral of that story is do not be too trusting with dudes you don't know. Regardless if you're 15 or you're 55. Just don't trust people that you don't know, because people will fuck you over, for the lack of a better word. But that taught me, to be more cautious with myself and my heart. Granted, I've had to kiss a few frogs that haven't turned into princes after that along the way. But I mean, I've learned lessons in my life as far as my love life goes. I've learned, to just be careful and just, be more mindful of people and their intentions. Because even though I have the best intentions, and every relationship I've been in, I've had the best intentions for my partner, they haven't always had the best intentions for me. But yeah, that was just a quick little story time of how I got played, and it was not fun. It was embarrassing because it was on social media. But that person, since then, Josh has apologized numerous times because he knows he fucked up. But yeah, I have no problems with Josh. Like, to me, it's still, it is what it is. Like, I'll never trust that person again. But yeah, and Josh and Amanda broke up like a week after that, and then Josh tried to come back, and I was like, so moral of the story, one thing about them tables, they always turn, and karma is real. So be careful how you treat people. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and just be a good person. Stop being a butt face. Though life's too short to be an asshole. Just saying. But thank you for watching my story time. That was the end of it. If you liked my story time and you want more story times from me, let me know in the comment section down below. Like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.